There are two types of people in every room. The first type, the moment something goes wrong, you can see it on their face. Their voice changes, their hands move faster. They start making decisions that they'll regret. The second type just stays still. Same voice, same pace. Like nothing touched them, same pressure, completely different response. Today we're going to break down exactly what separates them, and the answer is not what most people think. Most people assume calm people are just born that way, that they feel less, that pressure doesn't hit them the same way it hits everyone else. That's wrong. Calm people feel the same pressure, the same fear, the same uncertainty. They just process it differently. And that processing, that's a skill, not a personality trait. A skill anyone can build. Here's how they do it. Trait 1, they separate what they can control from what they can't. The number one thing calm people do automatically, and anxious people almost never do, is this. They instantly sort every situation into two categories. What can I control right now? And what can I not? Anxious people spend enormous energy on things outside their control. What other people think, what already happened, what might happen. Calm people let those things go almost immediately and move all their energy to the one question that matters. What can I actually do right now? That mental sort happens in seconds for them. It takes anxious people hours or never. Trait 2, they have a relationship with discomfort. Calm people are not comfortable with pressure. They're comfortable with being uncomfortable. There's a difference. They've been in hard situations before. They remember that they survived. Their nervous system has a reference point. This is difficult, and difficult things end. Anxious people treat every new pressure like it's the first time they've ever felt this way. Like it might last forever. Like this time might be the one that breaks them. Calm people have a library of hard moments they got through. Every time they face pressure, they're not starting from zero. They're drawing from that library. The only way to build this library is to stop avoiding discomfort. Every time you face something hard and get through it, you make a deposit. Trait 3, they slow down when everyone else speeds up. Watch what happens in a crisis. Most people speed up, talking faster, moving faster, making decisions faster. They confuse urgency with speed. Calm people do the opposite. They deliberately slow down. Not because they don't care, because they know that the decisions made in the first 60 seconds of panic are almost always the wrong ones. They breathe, they pause. They ask one question before doing anything. What is actually happening right now? Not what they fear is happening. What is actually happening? That pause is worth more than an hour of frantic action. Trait 4, they don't need the situation to be different to feel okay. This one is hard to explain but easy to see once you know it. Anxious people need the problem to go away before they can feel calm. Calm people feel okay while the problem is still there. They've decoupled their internal state from their external situation. They can be in the middle of chaos and still feel grounded. Not because they're in denial, not because they don't care, but because they've learned that their state of mind is not decided by what's happening around them. It's decided by what's happening inside them. Trait 5, they have a physical practice. This is the most practical one and the most ignored one. Every genuinely calm person has something they do with their body that resets them. It's not metaphorical, it's physical. For some, it's breathing, specifically slow exhales, which activate the parasympathetic nervous system and physically lower heart rate within 60 seconds. For some, it's exercise, cold water, walking, stillness. The point is, calm isn't just a mindset, it's a physical state, and you can learn to trigger it deliberately. Anxious people wait to feel calm. Calm people create the conditions for calm. Trait 6, they've made peace with uncertainty. The deepest root of most anxiety is this: the need to know what happens next. Calm people have genuinely accepted, not just told themselves, that uncertainty is the permanent condition of being alive. Nothing is guaranteed, nothing is certain, and that is not a problem to solve. It's just the truth. When you fully accept that, not as a thought but as a felt understanding, Pressure loses most of its power over you because most pressure comes from wanting certainty you can never have. And once you stop needing it, the pressure dissolves on its own. And here's the thing, you don't need all six. Start with one, the control sort. Next time something goes wrong, before you do anything else, ask yourself, what part of this can I actually control right now? Focus only there. Do that enough times and something shifts. The pressure doesn't stop coming. The world doesn't get easier, but you get different. And different is all you need. If this made you think, you already know what to do. New video dropping soon. Subscribe so you don't miss it.